Hey guys, welcome to day 41 of 100 Days of Code. Now, in the upcoming modules, we've got something a little bit special for you. We're going to be learning about how to create websites using Python, as well as how to scrape websites for their data using tools like Beautiful Soup and Selenium. But before we can do that, we first have to fully understand the foundations, and that involves how to create websites with basic HTML. Before we get started doing all of these web-related Python things, I first want to make sure that you have a good foundation in constructing websites. Now, in order to create websites and to really understand how to work with websites, we first have to have a good, solid understanding of HTML and CSS, the building blocks of any modern website. So that's why over the next few days, I'm providing you access to the first 4 modules of my Complete Web Development Bootcamp. This is the highest rated web development course across Udemy and the internet, and it will provide you with all of the skills that you'll need in order to fully understand how a website is constructed from scratch. Over the next 4 days, you're going to be learning introductory and intermediate HTML, as well as introductory and intermediate CSS. And these two can be considered another 2 additional programming languages. But don't worry, I'm going to guide you through step by step how these 2 languages work and how you can use them to construct beautiful websites. One of the first websites you're going to be building today is a CV website. So somewhere that you can put onto the internet all of your skills and your education, and you can send to any potential employer, not only saving trees, but also demonstrating your skills. In the course, you'll see that the code editor I'm using is Atom. So you can, if you want to, head over to atom.io and download the version for your operating system. However, remember that you already have a really powerful code editor. In fact, it goes beyond a code editor. It's an intelligent development environment, PyCharm. And you can create websites in PyCharm just as easily as you create Python projects. All you have to do is create a new project as you have done, and then create a new file. And depending on the file type, so for example, if we want to create an HTML file, then we'll add the .html ending to the file. And if you want to create a CSS file, it's also as simple as creating something .css. Now, when you create your index.html file, as you're creating your website by writing HTML code, you can actually view your website by clicking on the browser of your choice, and it'll show you your live website, which is a really neat touch. And it's something that you won't get with simpler tools like Atom. But Atom is free to download as well, so if you wanted to give it a spin, then feel free to do that. The final alternative, and the one that you're probably already familiar with, is you could also just create your project in Replit by simply searching for HTML, CSS, JS, and this will be your new Replit project. And here you can create any type of new file, HTML, JavaScript, or CSS, and you'll have some starting code to work with, which will make it a little bit easier. So the choice is yours, PyCharm, Replit, or Atom. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it comes more down to what code you write and understanding how the code works rather than which tool you decide to use. So I'll leave the choice up to you. And in the next lesson, we're going to get started by learning about how the internet works.